Headline edition, July 8, 1947. The Army Air Forces has announced that a flying disc has been found and is now in the possession of the Army. Army officers say the missile, found sometime last week, has been inspected at Roswell, New Mexico, and sent to Wright Field, Ohio, for further inspection. Headline edition will bring you special reports and interviews in a moment.
How you doing? This is the guy from Pittsburgh, and there's another idiotic story in the news. This is Christmas Kitty, little white kitty, little white stocking, has its own little candy fish, and I got that. It was cute a couple of Christmases ago, but it's not real. It's a little white kitty. Well, there's a story in the Contra Costa Times today where scientists have come up with $6,000 to pop a little baby harp seal. Now, it's not a real harp seal. It's a little stuffed piece of cloth. And you hold it, it makes squeaky noises, and its head moves like this, and it makes little purring noises or whatever, and reacts to movement. It's $6,000. And what they're doing with this little fake harp seal is they're taking it to nursing homes, and they're taking it to senior centers, and they're giving it to seniors who have Alzheimer's, or have lost the ability to remember, or are really aged and infirm. They're giving this fake, phony piece of wool and circuitry to seniors so they think they can react to this fake animal. And so the story said some of these seniors had animals when they were younger and remember them fondly when they have lucid moments. Now I can just see the animal haters out there, the dog and the cat haters. We got robotic animals now. We don't need no dogs and cats. You know, they stink, they leave a mess, they kill birds, they bark, they meow, they get into fights, they have fleas. Let's get rid of the dogs and cats. We'll just have robotic animals. I don't know if you remember this, but in the Planet of the Apes movies, not the remakes now, I haven't seen them, but the original ones, they had a statue. And it was dedicated to the dogs and cats of the world because a virus killed all the pets off. That's why they had to start getting monkeys as pets, servants. So are we going to have a society where the millions of unwanted dogs and cats in animal shelters are going to get killed off one day? We don't need them to cuddle us. We don't need them to give us love. We don't need them to guard our homes. We don't need them for attention. We don't need to take them for walks anymore. Because everybody have a robotic pet that they grab and they want to walk it, they put a leash on it, and we'll just sit there. It won't do anything. And I know for a fact, now there's one animal home they mentioned in Livermore already has a resident cat, but they said there's safety issues with a pet and health issues. What safety issues? The dog or the cat, if it lives there every day, it knows everybody in the home. That's its home. It's going to be used to people. It's going to be used to seniors, and it's going to give them love. But in an animate object like a stuffed cat that meows and purrs and moves around like this, when it reacts to movement, isn't going to know anything about what emotions are. It can't give warmth off to the people. It can't nuzzle them when it's being petted. The little tail isn't going to wag, or maybe they figure a way to do that. But there's real dogs and real cats that these people could pet. I know they have programs to bring them in the nursing homes for the seniors. And they cry when they see them because they know they're getting some love, because a lot of times seniors are left alone to die. Their own families abandon them. It's one of the great shameful things of American society. Even though I had issues with my mother, I could have said, "No, Mother, I'm too busy. I need to go over and do my own stuff." And she would demand I come over a lot, and I'd go over there even though it was a pain. Time, effort, aggravation, because she made demands that I didn't like. And I could have been doing other things, and it disrupted my life. But I went and saw her because I knew she needed me a lot of times. And I guess I needed her. But there's millions of seniors that get put in these homes, Jewish home for the aged, or they wind up in the home run by the Masons or a Moose Heart. They wind up in those homes, and they're left alone. They have no one. And if they get cognitive diseases like Alzheimer's, they don't even know where they are. They don't know who they are. But they had people bring in pets, and the people, something flashes in their brain, and they go from the darkness to the light, and they see the animal, and they cry, and they laugh, and they smile, and they know that something for a few minutes is out there. Are we going to become a society where safety and health issues are more important than bringing joy to a senior in their last days? And you're going to hand them a stuffed $6,000 toy, which is also ridiculous with the kinds of issues we have in this country, from potholes to homelessness to seniors eating dog food. Yes, and they're still eating dog and cat food today. To seniors on food stamps because they can't make it. To Safeway workers on food stamps because they can't make it what they make on Safeway. They have to go on food stamps. And yet Albertson just bought Safeway, which is outrageous. We have too many issues to spend money on a $6,000 fake harp seal. Hell, I don't want to be cruel to the baby harp seals, but they have jerks who go up there and club them to death every year. I just did some clubbed harp seals, stuff them, put a motor in them, and give them to the seniors. Here you go. Oh, we forgot to wash off the blood. Because if you do this and you're not having real animals and giving real interaction with real people, and they react to something that will give them real love and not phony love, then how many animals were killed that could have had some free time out of their cages too? And maybe one of those animals could be adopted by one of the family members who comes for a visit to one of those people and have a home. This is a ridiculous and outrageous idea. Robotic animals, I guess, for robotic people, because when they mentally check out, they're like a robot. They don't react to anything. They just sit there and stare. It's like staring at the screen in front of me and not moving and not knowing you're staring at the screen anymore. That's a fate I wouldn't wish on anyone. And my Aunt Martha has Alzheimer's, and my brother-in-law Jimmy had it, and he's dead. May he rest in peace. And our President Reagan had it, and Charlton Heston had it, and Peter Falk had it, and the great actor Edmund O'Brien had it, and played Mike Shane. I can't remember his name right now. He was a customs agent in the movie Airport in 1970, and his name escapes you, but he had Alzheimer's at the end of his life. He couldn't remember his lines. We get productive people that disappear into the darkness because they get a disease that we don't understand and there's no cure. Bring them out into the light for a little bit. Give them an animal to pet or hug, not some piece of cloth. made by some anonymous scientist in some research lab. Lloyd Nolan, that was his name, Lloyd Nolan. I don't always remember stuff anymore myself, but I got too many people in my brain to try to remember them all. But I never forget a name, connect it with somebody, eventually it comes to me. Didn't used to do this when I was 20. Had a razor sharp mind, now it's like a colander. And yeah, don't make fun of me, you guy from Pittsburgh haters. I know what you're thinking, but I've forgotten more than you bums will ever remember. And the guys that don't like me online, well, I'm still kicking 13 years after they said I would be gone. I'd have a heart attack or a stroke. I'm still kicking, I'm still doing stuff. And you guys are off in the nether regions. Your boards have been shut down. You've been kicked off of boards. And I'll be still doing videos when you're dead and gone. And still talking about issues that concern me, and I know some people are concerned about too. But this is outrageous, giving someone a fake animal like this to cuddle and hug. I like cuddling my stuffed animals. I got a stuffed Sylvester over there. I got a Tony the Tiger behind me. I got an Easter bunny, but they're not real. You can't feel the love. You can feel the cloth. This needs to be stopped. Someone needs to have some common sense and give these people real animals and real love. And this is the guy from Pittsburgh, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.